Another key element to crafting a profitable PPC campaign is your landing page. Since the inception of the Google slap, a lot of campaigners were getting the smackdown. Google would remove their ad because it didn't meet their requirements. Could you blame them if they have a business to run? I know tons of people losing campaigns that were making them $100 plus per day. In this chapter, I'll be going over how to combat the Google slap and get the lowest cost per click. Landing page basics. Your cost per click, or CPC, will greatly depend on the quality of your website and ultimately what percentage of the clicks will turn into sales. It's very important to make sure that your website is of the very best quality and looks as professional as possible. There are some important sections that every website must have. These include privacy policy, terms and conditions, disclaimer, contact page, and other information. Privacy policy. Very few people enjoy writing the privacy policy and the terms and conditions of any website. It seems like a thankless task because nobody really likes talking about legal issues unless they're a lawyer and getting paid by the hour. And very few people will actually bother to read your privacy policy and terms and conditions. So if nobody's going to read it, then why should you create one? Well, people may not read it, but many will check for the existence of one. People know that many people won't bother to create one, and so it can seem as a measure of the professionalism of your site. What is a privacy policy? A privacy policy details how your company will collect, use, and store any personal information from your customers. People are very protective over their personal information, especially these days, and so will need some convincing that you're not going to do anything bad with it. Make sure that your customer is aware that you won't be giving this private data to any other companies. You will use it only for your own business purposes and take very good care of it. You don't need to make any major promises, but you do need to use these to reassure visitors. What are the terms and conditions? These are where you tell your visitors about the general rules which affect your site. These should be related to management and financial rules. This lets buyers know about their rights and responsibilities, and it can also reassure visitors that you're a trustworthy company. Both of these documents are official documents which are designed to reassure your visitor of your site. It's important to carefully look at examples of privacy policies and terms and conditions from your country, as laws can change depending on your country. How can you use the privacy policy to your advantage? You should show your visitors what personal information you collect and show the reasons why you need this information. Don't request information that you don't need. Otherwise, it will make people very suspicious and also put them off from completing the whole form. Also, tell your visitors how this information will be stored and how you will use it. Try to reassure visitors that you won't abuse their information. How can you protect this information? Show how this information is protected from hackers and other scammers. Tell them who you might disclose this information to. You should be upfront about this. You need to allow your visitor to edit and delete the information easily, as this will improve credibility on your site. If there are any policy changes that you should notify users, tell them how you will tell them about these policy changes. You should also give contact details for anyone who wants to ask questions about their privacy. Make sure that they are able to get answers to their questions easily to make sure they are reassured. Where should you put these pages? Most webmasters generally put these pages at the bottom of a website because you don't want your visitor reading your privacy policy before reading your sales copy. Now, make your site sticky. You want to make your landing page or website sticky. You want to do this so your visitors will stay on your website a little while longer and ultimately make a purchase. You do this by simply adding tons of quality content that is useful to your market. This could be in the form of video, articles, podcasts, etc. Video. Video is now, not the future. The number of people watching online video is growing each day. We've all heard of YouTube and the amount of visitors it gets each day. Now it's your turn to use video to your advantage. Creating video is not as hard as you think it is. I usually create a video in less than 20 minutes and have it uploaded to YouTube or my website. To create a quick video, simply follow these steps. First, download a 30-day trial of Camtasia, screen capture software, at www.techsmith.com. Open Microsoft PowerPoint to create slides for the information you're about to create. If you don't have PowerPoint, there's a free alternative at www.openoffice.org. Once you've created the slides you want, simply present your information by recording it with Camtasia. Once complete, you have a video that you can add to your website. Quality content. Content is king in Google's eyes. This is how Google bots are able to determine if a site is worth visiting or not. Adding content that is useful to the visitor goes a long way when trying to optimize your site for the best cost per click. You simply need to find out what type of information your target market is looking for by visiting blogs in your niche or looking at your competition's website for ideas. Once you find some information worth posting, write a handful of articles or hire someone to do this for you. Later on in this course, we'll be going over how to get other people to do work for you by outsourcing. Google Quality Score. This is something that Google introduced a year or so ago to eliminate all the junk sites that were advertising on AdWords. Now, for you to get the lowest cost per click, you must have the following things on your website. I'll be showing you guys and gals a perfect example of a landing page with a great quality score and paying the lowest cost per click. By getting the lowest cost per click, I'm able to blow my competition out of the water. Be sure your landing page includes at least 3 quality articles, privacy and terms and conditions pages, links to more useful information. The main idea to keep in mind when creating your landing page is that Google wants to see that whatever people find in their search engines is quality stuff. And by creating a quality landing page, your website gets rewarded, such as lower cost per click.